नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका के न्यूज़ 24/7 में। तो चलिए देखते हैं आज की हेडलाइंस। वानुआतू टू इलेक्ट न्यू पीएम अमिड पॉलिटिकल क्राइसिस ओवर ऑस्ट्रेलिया सिक्योरिटी पैक्ट। Vanuatu Parliament is set to elect a new government after the Pacific Island nation top court upheld a ruling that said Prime Minister Ismail Kalsakau had lost no confidence motion in August. The vote for a new Prime Minister will take place when Parliament sits at 5 p.m. local time, 6 GMT on Monday, local broadcaster VVTC reported. Vanuatu was plunged into a political crisis last month when opposition leader Bob Logman lodged a no-confidence petition against Kalsakau, criticizing the pro-Western leader for action including signing a security pact with Australia. Financial crisis. State moves to withdraw money from welfare funds to meet daily expenses. Amid acute fiscal crisis, the state government will reportedly be using money from welfare board to meet the daily expenses. They have decided to withdraw Rs 1,700 crore in this manner. The money will reach the treasury this week itself. Rs 1,200 crore will be taken from the Motor Transport Worker Welfare Fund and Rs 500 crore from the Tory Tappers Welfare Fund Board. Money has been requested from more welfare board, but many of them are in crisis of their own. Rs 1,000 crore erroneously collected by the Income Tax Department is due to the Beverages Corporation. If they receive this, they might pay the government. This move has been made by the government due to the Onam expenses and to avoid running out of money for other transactions. This year, only about Rs 200 crore is remaining of the loan sanctioned by the centre. The treasury transaction limit has been reduced to Rs 5 lakh to cover Onam cost. Most bill except the special expenses incurred during Onam have been postponed. There had been no further easing of control on the treasury. However, government sources said that it is hoped that the money from the welfare fund will aid in passing necessary bill. Malaysia dropped corruption charges against PM Anwar Ali. Kuala Lumpur, September 4, Reuters, Malaysian prosecutors dropped corruption charges against Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Zahid Hamidi on Monday, letting the leader of a key partner in a ruling coalition to walk free and raising question over Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim promised to fight graft. Anwar needs the support of Ahmad Zahid United Malaysia's national organization to maintain a parliamentary majority, and the prosecutor's decision to drop the case will invite scrutiny over the government's stance on corruption cases against under UMNO leaders, notably former Prime Minister Najib Razak. Najib is serving a 2-year prison sentence for graft linked to the multi-billionaire dollar scandal at state fund IMDb and faces more bribery charges. The Kuala Lumpur High Court allowed a prosecution request to grant Ahmad Zahid was facing 47 charges of criminal breach of trust, bribery and money laundering, a discharge not amounting to an acquittal after the Attorney General Chamber AGC chose not to continue pursuing the case. State news agency Burnama reported that the prosecution made the request to halt the case as they wanted to investigate the case in depth. The discharge comes even after the court said in January last year that the prosecution has succeeded in establishing an initial case against Zahid and had asked him to enter his defense. Ahmad Zahid had pleaded not guilty to all charges, and UMNO said he was a victim of political persecution. The AGG said did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Hisyam Potek, a lawyer for Ahmedabad, Ahmad Zahid said his team will ask the court for a full acquittal. The UMNO was voted out for power for the first time in Malaysia history in 2018 due to widespread anger over corruption allegations against Najib and Ahmad Zahid. The two were the highest profile of all the high-ranking officials charged soon after losing power. Voice to Parliament polling result tracker. How many people support or oppose the referendum? The voice to parliament vote will be the first referendum in Australia since 1999, with Australians asked to vote on the following question. A proposed law to alter the constitution to recognize the first peoples of Australia by establishing an Aboriginal Torres Strait Island voice. Do you approve this proposed alternation? Due to the significance of this historic vote, it is important to track support with at least 10 different polling companies surveying people voting intention. This first chart records the outcome of opinion poll on the voice and averages the support over time to track the progress of the yes and no campaigns. You can read more about the methods below, but it is worth also keeping in mind that in addition to the uncertainty involved in polling due to sample sizes, there are a number of other factors that make measuring the polls even more difficult. G20 Summit in Delhi. Bans school, colleges, shut traffic advisory issued, know what opened and what closed in national capital. With preparation in full swing for the G20 summit taking place in the national capital from September 8 to 10, the government has made numerous announcements regarding the restriction and traffic regulation in the city. Several heads of state and government are expected to visit Delhi for the high-profile conference. The list of those expected to arrive include names like US President Joe Biden, UK PM Rishi Sunak, Japanese Fumio Kishida, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and Saudi King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. The G20 summit is scheduled to take place at Bharat Mandap in Pragati Maidan on September 9 to 10. However, the roads near the establishment are also going to face some closure as the delegates will also visit Rajghat, NGMA, National Gallery of Modern Art and Indian Agricultural Research Institute IARI. Global search launch for Paul McCartney bass guitar. A global search has been launched to find a bass guitar that once belonged to Paul McCartney. According to CNN, the original Hofner bass guitar has featured in several iconic early Beatles songs including Twist and Shout, Love Me Do, and She Loves You. The outlet further said that the iconic instrument was purchased by McCartney for around $37 in 1961 from a shop in Hamburg, Germany. The search has been launched by the Lost Bass Project, and a group has been asking for information about the guitar. Nobody has ever clearly established where the bass was stored, and nobody has come forward with an account of what happened to it. The website further said, Paul McCartney has given us so much over the last 62 years. This project is our chance to give him something back. If you have credible information about the bass, this is your chance to share it and be part of music history, the group said after launching the project on Sunday. The Lost Bass Project has shared photographs of the original guitar along with information from its purchase date to its disappearance and how to sift through rumors and the fakes. It is also mentioned about another guitar that John Lennon used to write I Want to Hold Your Hand. It has disappeared during the band's Christmas show and resurfaced 51 years later. That guitar was sold for $2.4 million at auction. Bangladesh witnessed highest dengue death rate in the world. In Bangladesh, a total of 37 dengue patients died in the last 2 days, taking the death toll to 634 this year. On September 2, Bangladesh recorded 21 dengue-related deaths, the highest number in a single day this year. Now Bangladesh ranked second globally in dengue-related cases as Brazil is in the first position, but when it comes to the death rate, the South American nation lags behind Bangladesh. A press release of the Directorate General of Health Services said that a total of 8,845 dengue patients are undergoing treatment at different hospitals. The DGHS statement says that with the new cases, the total number of patients rose to 130,302. Among the total dengue positive cases, 49,495 are female and 80,807 are male, and one of the total deaths, 369 are female and 265 male. According to health experts, the vector-borne diseases hit Dhaka city in 2000. Subsequently, the dengue positive cases were detected in Dhaka city only. But now the dengue disease is changing its nature and it is gradually spreading across the country. Former Indian men's hockey team captain Prabodh Turkey joins Congress in Odisha. Former Indian men's hockey team captain Prabodh Turkey on Monday joined the Congress party in Odisha ahead of the forthcoming Assembly and Lok Sabha polls, expressing his desire to contest election from Talsara constituency, the tribal-dominated district of the state. Turkey joined the party at a function at the Congress Party state headquarters in Bhubaneswar attended by Odisha Pradesh Congress Committee, OPCC President Sarath Patnaik and State in charge A. Chela Kumar. Deeply influenced by Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, Turkey said, adding he is ready to contest the next assembly election from the Talsara constituency in the tribal-dominated Sundargarh district. Former national hockey team captain said the people of Talsara are neglected, adding that the tribals do not get any benefit from government scheme. Talsara, a Congress stronghold for more than 2 decades, were wrested by the Bharatiya Janata Party in the last state election. Patnaik OPCC president welcomed Turkey's decision to join the Congress. Delhi-bound Indigo flight makes emergency landing in Bhubaneswar. A Delhi-bound Indigo flight from Bhubaneswar made an emergency landing on Monday morning at Viju Patnaik International Airport, BBIA, and after one of its engines developed a technical snag following a bird hit. BPIA Director Prasanna Pradhan said Indigo Flight 6C2065 from Bhubaneswar to New Delhi took off from Bhubaneswar Airport around 7:50 am. However, after 10 to 15 minutes of flying, the pilot learned about the technical snag in one of the engines and had to land again. There were 180 passengers on board. The snag may have happened after a bird hit one of the engines. The pilot then brought the plane back to the airport without any issue. The flight are been grounded, said Pradhan. A passenger on board said as soon as the flight developed technical snag, many flyers panicked but were assured by the pilot about their safety. But the pilot asked us to be calm and landed the flight safely, said the passenger. ISRO scientist N. Valanmati was behind Chandrayaan-3 countdown dies. Who was she? N. Valanmati, the scientist and distinguished voice behind the Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO launch countdown, passed away on Saturday evening. She voiced the launch of India's first successful mission Chandrayaan-3, which ultimately became her final one. According to Vayan, Valanmati died in Chennai on September 2 due to a heart attack. She had been unwell for a while, the news report said. During the July 14 event, Valanmati was heard giving the countdown for the rocket launch and had been the voice for ISRO launches for almost 6 years. However, her last announcement for Vayan was on July 30, where the PSLV C-56 rocket lifted off carrying 7 Singaporean satellites as part of a dedicated commercial mission. Dr. P.V. Venkatakrishnan, a former director of ISRO, expressed his condolence for her ultimately demise on X, formerly known as Twitter, and noted that Chandrayaan-3 marked her last countdown announcement. The voice of Valanmati Madam will not be there for the countdowns of future mission of ISRO from Sri Harikota. Chandrayaan-3 was her final countdown announcement. An unexpected demise feels so sad, pranams, Dr. Venkatakrishnan shared on X. Her death was condoled by Union Minister of State Rajiv Chandrasekhar, who wrote, "Saddened to hear about the passing of N. Valanmati ji, the voice behind many added ISRO launch countdowns, including Chandrayaan-3. My condolences to her family and friends. Om Shanti." ऐसे ही और न्यूज़ को जानने के लिए जुड़े रहिए के न्यूज़ 24/7 के साथ.